Hi everyone and welcome to Led with Wellness. So I'm just going to start doing a couple of videos based on the blogs that I've been writing. So it's great to read them. It's great and the feedback has been fantastic. So thank you. But I suppose what I am finding is that, unless we're taking action on, working on ourselves and changing these old beliefs about ourselves, we can't stay stuck. So I always have people say to me, God, Sharon, sometimes I secretly are looking at people and I'm thinking, oh my God, that person is so confident. I wish I was as confident as them. Or they were just born with confidence, So really, yes, we're born pure, we're born a beautiful energy of light. But as time goes on, we're conditioned. So we take on our parents' traits, we take on our parents' belief systems. They sometimes instill their fear in us. Again, there's the love in there, there's all of these things, and sometimes, there isn't. So what happens is as we, grow up, we start to instill these belief systems about ourselves. But, unfortunately, some of them are not true, especially, going through school, even for me. Being dyslexic, I always thought I was stupid, that I couldn't read, I couldn't write. And I never focused on my strength. And one of my strengths is talking. So now what I do is I change it around, and now, I'm using, even though, I do read, it wouldn't be, to the standards that, I would have been perceived as good in school, but I still challenge myself all the day because I know that that's not stopping me from moving forward. I know that I have to, and the one thing that we're going to look at today is challenging the negative beliefs you have about yourself. We have to look at these old belief systems that, as I say, maybe we took on from our parents. you know um when we were born, as I said, we come out pure, beautiful essence. We don't again have that lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem, when we come out. And even if you look at children, when they're playing and they're expressing themselves through play, it's all about, I'm just having fun. I'm here to have fun. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to do it anyways. And that again, as we grow up, is great. But then when we come into the, a certain age, we start to take on everything as real. So our subconscious mind then starts to take on, oh, this is bad, this is wrong, I shouldn't do this, I'm not good enough. Because again, we start comparing ourselves to the world around us, and of course we're influenced the whole time. But the one thing about negative belief systems about ourselves is that we use all of these interpretations, from our parents, from schooling, from friendships. We use them and we create them as our belief systems. Oh, that's what I believe. That's what it must be. And this is where the problem lies. Because those belief systems are incredibly subjective. And rather than, being definite truth, we take them on as fact. We think, oh God, because, I didn't have, writing. Even for me, I was left-handed, still am left-handed, but I was told, that I couldn't write in a certain way. And I was always made, turn my copy. So again, reading, writing was never good for me. So I said, well, I had a real bad negative belief about myself that I wasn't good enough. And that again, absolutely 100% in time, led to my depressions, led to, the lack of belief in myself that I couldn't do anything. I stayed in a job for 11 years because I didn't believe I could do anything better. But, those negative assumptions that we create ruin our confidence. Absolutely. And they hold us back. And I can see, when I started working on my confidence about 4 or 5 years ago now, that everything started to change. I started to change those old beliefs about myself that I wasn't good enough, that because I'd been overweight as a child, that I was still fat, that I couldn't love myself. Rejection was huge. So all of these things, I was allowing them to define me, but no more. So again, if you struggled at school, again, perhaps that you felt that you were stupid. If somebody, again, the rejection, and that's huge for, into teenage years, we attach to that rejection. And then we'd find that we're unloved. Nobody loves me. I can't be lovable, and this is where we lack the confidence. So what we're going to do is, and in this video, and what I'd like you to do is, you know, really and truly look into those negative belief systems about yourself. Like, start to write them down. Write down all the beliefs, that the negative beliefs that you had. I'm not good enough. I'm too fat. I'm too ugly. I have no friends. I'm not a good friend. You know, guilt is a huge one. We attach on to guilt all the time. So there are all of these ones, you know, all of these negative beliefs that you have about yourself. Like, start to write them down. And when we start to write things down, because remember, we've got 70 to 80,000 thoughts a day. We're only catching 5% of them. So when we start writing these down, what begins to happen is we start looking for evidence. Is this true? Now, when I was looking for evidence, when I started writing these things down about myself, and I started saying, you know, about, you know, reading and writing, you know, that I was stupid. Really, I had to look at myself and say, well, am I stupid? Absolutely not. You know, I still had a good retention rate for anything else that I was doing. You know, I loved socializing. It was a great part of my life and a big part of my life. You know, I had loads of friends. I had so many strengths, but, you know, the negativity around the schooling, you know, just again held me back so much. So what I say is, on a piece of paper, so get yourself a piece of paper, and on one side, the left-hand side, write down all the negative beliefs you have about yourself. I'm not good enough. I'm not healthy enough, you know, I am too fat, you know, I am ugly, I am not confident, whatever again. And it's so broad, it can be absolutely anything. So again, when you write all of that down on the left hand side, then I want you to move over to the right hand side. So draw a line down the middle of it. On the left hand side, what you're doing is you're writing the negative belief systems about yourself. And then the right hand side, what you're going to do is you're going to write empowering belief systems about, or statements about yourself. So one is, I'm not good enough. Then you look at it, you look for evidence. Is that true? Absolutely not. Again, you know, I am not confident. Is that true? You might say in that moment, yes, it is. But, you know, what we have to do now is we have to reframe it. So we have to start. So again, if we think about the 70 to 80,000 thoughts a day, and if we look at our life the way it is right now, it is the way it is right now by the way we've thought up until this moment. And if you've got a great life around you and you're working on yourself just like me, every single day, a work in progress, then things around you will start to change. Things will start to get better, but we have to look at them. So this is where we go with, again, constant spaced repetition. What are you doing every day that's going to create change? And this is, you know, it's one of the first ones that we were going to get into, but it's a key thing to do, because when you start writing empowerment statements, so let's say I am not good enough. An empowerment statement is, I am good enough. Then if we say, you know, I am not healthy, I am healthy and happy. So we're reframing them. You're looking at them every day and you're saying, okay, well, this is what I want to now imprint. I want to change these old belief systems that, you know, I'm not good enough, that I'm not confident, that I'm not worthy, that I'm not lovable. So one of them on the left-hand side can be, I'm not lovable. And on the right-hand side, you know, I love myself truly. One, it might be, you know, lacking in finances or having fears around money. Then you put the statement in, money flows to me with ease and grace. Because remember, you know, where we are financially is, again, a belief system that we've taken on either from our parents or we've seen as we've gone down through life. So, you know, all of these things, if we've brought them, if we've created them in our lives, then we can recreate them, and we can recreate them for a positive, absolutely amazing future. And what it is what are you doing every day to create change? So that's what I suggest. On the left hand side, writing down the negative belief system that you have about yourself, and start writing empowering belief systems about yourself. And I'm telling you, you will see 6 months to a year, you need a telescope to look back to see how far you've come. Also, I have at 5:55 every morning. If you look on my website, we have an accountability where we do prayers, where we do affirmations, positive affirmations, gratitude, and we're creating change on a Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning. Another great way of again reversing the old and starting building that confidence within yourself and starting to grow within yourself, and then you will see that everything around you will begin to change. So looking forward to connecting again. So for now, blessings and love, Sharon.